We might as well cut to the chase, fellas, because it all came down, or the debate has all been about the refereeing. Firstly, let's have a look at Charlie Tupperware's try first of the game. Started from a line. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that probably the throw wasn't even.
Tony, the throw is crooked, all right, for a start. The thing that startles me is that Tupperware gets the ball from this pass from Guinea, right? And he knows it's forward, so he goes for look at he slows down a bit, has a look around and thinks, is the referee going to ping me? He never pinged him.
And this is later on in the game. This is in the lead up to the penalty that won the game.
You've had an argument about this in previous matches if a player forces a ball out of a tackled player's hands, but the fact is that 95% of referees have called that forward throughout the entire competition. So unless something's changed,
there were five or six clear-cut incidents like this, knock forwards, forward passes, things like that. You couldn't blame Stu Dickinson for all of those.
Look, I watched that game on Sunday and I was really annoyed, you know, with that last penalty, because I think most of the country is sort of feeling a bit of pain for the Crusaders, and then even we in the North Island are saying, you know, anything that goes against them, you know, we this time last year, mate, we want to clear the stuff, but
it's New Zealand side
this time it is. So, but I thought the two touch judges, the assistant referees, their input into that game was absolutely appalling. You know, if they're all mic'd up, they should have said to Stu Dickinson, that was definitely forward, bring it back. But nothing happened. Either Stu Dickinson isn't hearing them, or they're not calling. And I think it's the latter. They're not saying a word. And that's their job, to look after the offside line and to pick up the odd forward pass, because the referee normally is following the ball and he doesn't get a good angle on it.
Yeah, OK. Well, that brings us now to these fatal final minutes of the game. The Crusaders had done so well not to give away a penalty, not to risk giving away a penalty, because obviously that was going to be a possibility. And then we come to this ruck. And I think the key here, look at this clean out from Ben Franks. You've got two guys just standing over the ball, blasts over the top. McCaw thinks it's there to be played, because you'd have to say, he says the ruck was still formed. I think that's the key to it. Was there really a ruck anymore?
My first instinct was it looked OK, and significantly Tim Horan, match commentator, said his first instinct was it looked all right. It is a grey area to a point. Dickinson was right there. And the other thing about this is, in a counter-ruck like that, you so often see when a player arrives just behind that, he picks the ball out and the game carries on, almost like a halfback. Yeah. Well, so what is the difference?
Yeah, that's my point, JP, that you so often, in a situation like that, see the halfback going in, he digs the ball out. I'd put it to you that if it was Willie Hines going in there and not Richie McCaw, it probably wouldn't have been a penalty. But he's got it in his head that Richie McCaw is testing the laws again, and he pings him.
In the final analysis, Tony, though, it was a gamble, and they got trumped by the ref. Yeah. It's simple as that. And that's not the first time it's happened in rugby. Won't be the last time, except it was at a very crucial time of the game. And, you know, if that rush to getting spots in that final top six, and you're missing out because of that one call, I'll tell you what, not only Christchurch will be disappointed, the whole of this country will be. Yeah.
Look, take your point, and the argument's been made that they had other opportunities where they could have put the game away, but the fact is that they were in front at the time, they were defending a lead, and I do believe, and I've spoken to a pretty accomplished referee about this today, I'm convinced that he's got that wrong.
So apparently Lyndon Bray made a comment on radio during the day as well. I'm not quite sure which station it was on, that one of the great things about the game is that there's grey areas in it. So it seems like some of the refereeing were unconvinced as well.
I'm glad that, because I didn't know what was going on.